Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Go gang.
Alright, man, go check out the movie Parallel Parking right now. Trust me, I've seen, the initial preview, and it's a great, great movie. Alright, now, Wale actually sat down with the Drink Champs just a few days ago, and while doing an interview with N.O.R.E and DJ EFN over there, he was asked about his time at Roc Nation, and he opened up and tells the story exactly why he left Roc Nation. Now, let's get to this real quick, right? So, as we know, man, Wale has taken a little bit of hiatus from music. He was actually battling, a real bad sickness not too long ago, which caused him to kind of step back from music and reevaluate his health. Now, he just released Folarin II, the album, and, we've been following his career for such a long time. Now, he opens up about being on tour with Roc Nation, then abruptly leaving. Now, he pretty much went on to say Wale was pushed to leave Roc Nation after he came to a shocking realization during a string of shows. That's something he revealed on the Drink Champs podcast. Now, what he went on to say is, well, what happened was I was in whole circles for a long time. There was a time I was on tour with J. Cole. At that time, I was opening for him. They said it was a co-headlining tour, but whatever. I was opening for him, and it was an elaborate stage, and this and that and the third, right? Just that and the third, that DC talk, right? Now, he went on to say, right? And somebody in my circle told me you're losing $5,000 every time you get on that stage. Not only are you not breaking even, you're losing money. Now, me at that point in my life, I forget what city we was in, but I was on a bus and I got an offer to do a tour with two other artists, and I wanted to go with Cole because that's my brother, and we just did the whole tour. Now, at this point, Wale knew a decision had to be made between staying on an existing tour or, going on another tour. And he went on to say, I could literally be hosting clubs and making this a night. I just had a meltdown for real, and remember whatever city I was in, there were 3 days left, and I just quit the tour. I just quit. If I was touring by myself, I could be busting it crazy every night. So I kind of just had a meltdown, and I don't know who to call, my lawyer, my accountant. The next day, somebody there, and they gave me this option or that option. Now, before I break this down, right, Wale goes on to say, because when you're listening to this, you're like, well, you're talking Roc Nation, but who's the head of Roc Nation? Jay-Z. So it might seem like that there's a little bit of steam or shots thrown at Jay-Z. Wale pretty much maintains that there's been nothing but love between him and Jay-Z since the touring incident. He went on to say, it's been all love ever since, but I was privy to this effing music industry shit. Now, Wale admitted, I just knew this many people in the room, we can make something happen. Jay is still my idol, still my favorite rapper. I still got all the love for all of them. I just want a little bit early in this shit, though. So, let's break this whole thing down, right? Let's break this down. So, what he's saying is pretty much he was on tour with Roc Nation, doing this thing with J. Cole. It could seem like the biggest thing in the world for us, sitting here, talking about it. But he said he was actually losing money. So pretty much saying he wasn't making enough money to make ends meet. And they said not only losing money, you're not making money, you're actually losing money to the tune of about $5,000 every time you get on the stage. So you would never expect anyone that signed to Roc Nation to say anything like that. Mind you, it was very early on, in that whole thing or whatever. So, and it's an effed up situation. It's an effed up situation any way you look at it, because, again, it kind of leaves you speechless in a way. And it's like, all right, did they not value this guy? Or did they just shit on dude? that it makes you think that now for him to come out and still say like, all right, it's like this, right? You had your job, you say F that job, but hey, you know what? The boss, the owner of that joint, that's my dude. I'm still cool with him. That's what he's kind of saying when he's saying like, all right, Roc Nation, they ain't pay me right. I had to quit the tour. I was losing money. But Jay-Z, the owner of Roc Nation, that's still my man. That's still my idol. That's what you call damage control. Now, I could be wrong, but that's just the way I'm interpreting things, and I'm going to keep it 100% real every time I get on this microphone. And I salute Wale for standing up because it's the allure. Remember how Jay-Z had the song, it's the allure. It's the allure. Like, all right, I'm on Roc Nation tour. I'm opening with for Jay-Z with J. Cole, but I'm losing money. A lot of people just going to stay in that situation and not be man enough to leave because they're in love with the allure. He made a business decision at that point in time. Say, you know what? Yeah, J. Cole, Jay-Z, Roc Nation. Nah, I'm going over here to make this money because now I'm losing money. And it seems like he has a little bit of a, not seems like, he has a bad taste in his mouth from this music industry, and I think that it all kind of stems from that first contract that he had. Everybody, every artist that we ever bring on our platform, and it's been a whole plethora of them, always talk about that first deal and how that first deal, broke them. They didn't get what they were supposed to get, and how they never thought the industry was going to be like it was going to be. So, in my opinion, Wale is someone that has been through the ringer. He has learned a lot in the industry, and I don't think he's going to make the same mistakes twice. But I even feel like he's probably been hurt and betrayed by a lot of people in the industry that thought was his friend, that thought had his back, for him to even put some story up like this. So Wale, he got away from Roc Nation, he left it, and maybe it is good. But you even see Meek Mill. You see him talk. We put the story up last week where he was talking about he wasn't getting paid. And we know what situation is. Maybach, Atlantic, Dream Chaser, Roc Nation. That's his situation at the end of the day. So it's like, what's really going on here? We broke it down many a times with our brother Consul. We need to bring him back real soon to kind of break this whole situation down with these record labels, because anytime you see like a big label, regardless of who's owning it, most of the time, not all, most of the time the structure remains the same, and the exploitation is still at a very, very high level if you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Essentially, in most cases, you're getting a loan. If you're not able to recoup the money back from the label for the money that they loaned you, you're going to be what they call in the red. Not in the black, but in the red. And, it's almost like, you take $100,000 out to flip a business, and you figure in your first 3 years you'll make 300,000. You'll take 100,000, you pay that joint off, and you'll be clear. But not knowing when you get in the business, you don't even make 20,000. So it's like, oh damn, I'm in the red. Let me go ahead and get another album, get another deal. Instead of getting 100, let me get 300. I'm going to pay this off. I'm going to pay that first one off, but I'm back in the hole again because now I don't owe 100. I owe 300. And it's just a cycle that goes on and on and on. And, the company's like, okay, well, you can't pay it back. I'm going to take this from this. I'm going to take your publishing. I'm going to take this from this. So you got to know what you're getting into with this rap game. It looks like Wale, had some situations that he definitely learned from. And I think that it's good that he's coming out sharing his experience, because sitting back, you would never know. You would never think that someone, and this is no shot against Roc Nation, because I'm sure they do great things with a lot of great artists, athletes, and whoever they're managing. But certain situations, some people get the shit end of the stick still, and he got the shit end of the stick there in that situation, as he explained. But I'm going to digress, man. What do you guys think about this particular video? I was out of town. I wish I could have did this a few days earlier, so don't get at me. But I definitely wanted to talk about this. I think this is a very important topic for you guys to hear. And shout out to Drink Champs for actually doing an interview, bringing Wale on and opening up. Shout out to Wale, and much success to Wale's career from here on out. But it's your brother Ogot, man. Make sure you guys go ahead and smash that like button. Make sure you share this video. Share it on Facebook. Text it to someone. Email it to someone. Get it out. Either way, you got to get it out. And most importantly, make sure you guys subscribe to hiphopun.com. It's very simple to do. Just smash that button right there on the screen, the subscribe button. That way you'll be locked into any video we drop. Last but not least, make sure you guys go to hiphopun.com. That's hip hop, the letter UN.com, for all your latest hip hop news. We killing them over there. We gonna keep on doing what we do. Hey man, say it with your boy, man. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe. So subscribe. Over and out. Peace.